This conference will now be recorded.
So this was our last class. I was trying to basically talk about how to go for activation of our pricing procedure. So we're done with all that particular configuration, and also we make sure we activated it. So like when we talk about this pricing procedure determination, it's going to be nothing but combination of certain parameter like sales area plus document pricing procedure plus customer pricing procedure plus pricing procedure and the condition type. I have explained like where you're going to be maintaining all that particular setting as well, like how it works out. And we've also discussed like what is the functionality of condition type maintenance in our pricing procedure determination, how it works out. So if you maintain a condition type, our system is going to be responding to that. And we've also discussed like when you try to go for creating a billing document, how the values are going to be getting copied up. Because billing is going to be done how with reference to an delivery. At the moment, this is what we have learned up. In delivery, we are not going to be maintaining any price information. It need to be getting copied from where? From our order. So to copy the price from order to billing document, we are trying to take the help of this document pricing procedure over here. We are trying to take the help of document pricing procedure. So where we try to assign this document pricing procedure to our sales document type as well as for our billing document type over here. To our sales document type as well as to our billing document type. And I will explain like what are the two parameters you need to take into consideration. Like first thing, as I mentioned, we need to assign it to our document types to copy the value. And second one, we need to maintain the copy controls. That's the second thing. We need to maintain copy controls between what and what, between sales document type and billing document type over here. We need to maintain copy controls between sales document type and the billing document type. That's how it's going to be working. So these are the things what we have discussed till last class. Now the next thing we need to focus on would be like testing. So we need to test whether the configuration what we have done seems to be working properly or not. We need to work with that particular testing functionality. Now how to test it? How to test it is what we try to basically discuss it over here. Now to test this pricing procedure, so first thing, let me try to open our pricing procedure. So if you get into visa 08, so P price is the one what price is what we have created it as a procedure. And if you click on this control tab, so these are the things what we have maintained up over here. These are the things what we have maintained up. Now, first thing, whenever you're trying to go for creating an order, okay, so whenever you're trying to go for creating an order, maintain our material information. So there's a product HTTP along with order quantity. Now, once you click on enter, what happens? The system is giving me this particular message: mandatory condition PR00 is missing. We're getting this message. That means we need to maintain the price. Now, first of all, why we are getting this particular message mandatory condition PR00 is missing? Because in our pricing procedure, we have activated that particular condition type as what? As a required entry. We have activated it as a required entry. So that's the reason we are getting that particular message over here. Okay. So that's the reason we are getting this one, and not what normally we do. We try to enter our condition type and we try to maintain the price of the product over here. We're trying to maintain the price of the product. That's what we do. Okay. So we know how exactly these fields are going to be working. Required means system will be giving us a message. In case if that values are not maintained, then system will be asking us to maintain the values over there. System will be asking us to maintain the values in the respective fields. That's how it works out. Mandatory entry. Now, in the same way, for all the discount conditions, you can see we have maintained it as what? Manual entries over here. We maintain it as a manual entries. In case when you're trying to record a transaction, if you want to offer the discounts, you can. Or you can ignore it. These are all optional entries, not mandatory. So not necessary for the user to provide a discount amount. It is not mandatory that user need to be offering discount amount to the customer. They can ignore it if they don't want to offer it. They don't want to offer it. See, so here you are not getting any kind of message. So in case if user want to offer certain amount as a discount, so maintain that discount. Like you can enter the condition type and maintain the discount amount over here. So discount amount is going to be offered up. The 25,000 is what which is being copied as our gross value. So whatever value you maintain it as a selling price, same value is going to be copied as gross value. That's what we have discussed it. Whatever value we maintain it as a selling price, same value is going to be copied as gross value. We discussed this one. Okay. Now, in case if you are trying to maintain it as 15,000, then selling gross value also will be copied as 15,000 itself. That's how it works out. And there is one more setting which we have activated for our PR00 condition type. We maintain one dependent entry. If you remember this particular field, requirement. Now, what exactly this requirement functionality is all about? I was trying to mention that in case if you want to offer, if you want to maintain any kind of dependent entry for any of the condition type, we try to take the help of this requirement. I'm going to be maintaining dependent entries with the help of requirements over here. Okay, and we have assigned a routine number 2 for that. We have assigned a routine number 2 item with pricing. Now, what is this particular routine functionality and how it works out is what we need to know it. How it's going to be working it out. Okay, this is what we need to basically focus on. Now, if you assign this particular routine, I was trying to mention that system is going to be performing a check in item category controls. The system is going to be performing a check in item category controls whether pricing field is active or not. If pricing field is active, then we can maintain price of the product. Now, this is what it will be doing. So if you open your item category controls, VOV7, and we need to work with an item category called as YSAN. There's the one which we are trying to work out. And if we get into details, this is what it will be checking, whether this pricing field is activated by rule X or not. If it is activated by rule X, then what happens? We can maintain the price in the order. We can maintain the price in the order. In case if you leave this particular field as blank, that means what happens? This item category is not relevant for pricing. That's how it's going to be working. Now see, right now I'm trying to maintain it by rule X. Okay, and this requirement is active as well. We have maintained routine number 2 for this item with pricing. This one has been maintained up over here. Now see how it works out. Now if you go for creating an order, Now, if you go for creating an order, now if you try to maintain the price, system will give you the access to maintain the price over here. Now see, I'm just trying to maintain the price. System has given me the access to maintain the price. Now this particular routine is performing a check. In case in our item category controls, if you leave this particular field as blank now, if you leave this particular field as blank, save it. Now, once again, test it. Now, if you create an order, system will not give you the access to maintain the price. Now, you can see, first of all, system is not giving me any kind of message saying that mandatory condition PR00 is missing. Nothing we are getting it. Now, if you double click on this line item, get into conditions tab, get into conditions tab, and if you try to maintain the condition type along with the value now, we are getting this particular message: mandate requirements not fulfilled. Requirements not fulfilled over here because this item category is not relevant for pricing. Or you can simply click on analysis. Now, why you're getting this particular message? You can simply click on this analysis icon, select condition type, and you can see we are getting this one: requirement not fulfilled. Requirement not fulfilled over here. So this routine is going to be performing a check. There's nothing but perform check in item category controls, whether pricing field, pricing is active or not. If pricing field is active, we can maintain the price. If pricing field is inactive, we cannot maintain the price. That's how it works out. Now, in case if you don't want to assign this particular routine, leave it as blank, save it. Now, what system is not going to be performing any kind of check. System is not going to be performing any kind of check anywhere. Whether pricing is active or not, system is not going to be performing any kind of check over here. I can show you. Now see, in item category controls also, we are leaving this particular field as blank itself. We are leaving this particular field as blank. That means this item category is not relevant for pricing. Okay, it's not relevant for pricing over here. Now see, so if you create an order, if you try to create an order, so maintain sold to party, product, quantity. Now see, so here, if you get into conditions tab and try to maintain the price now, try to maintain the price now. Now it is accepted. In item category controls, what happens? We have left this particular field as blank. That means this item category is not relevant for pricing. But what happened over here? System has accepted our price because we're not telling the system to perform a check or not. Because we have not maintained any kind of routine over here. We have not maintained any kind of routine. So make sure you try to maintain it. Make sure we try to maintain it. Item with pricing over here. So we are maintaining this particular setting. We want system to perform a check. We want system to perform a check over here. Okay. So we are trying to maintain this one and try to save it. So this particular field is going to be performing a check in item category controls, whether this pricing field is active or not. If it is active, we can maintain the price. If it is inactive, We cannot maintain the price. So this is what you need to know. This is what you need to know how it works out. That is the field functionality or the routine functionality. Perform a check. So this is what we are trying to assign it as routine number 2. And all like gross value, as I mentioned, this is nothing but copy of our selling price. So how much amount you maintain it as a selling price will be copied as gross value over here. There's another thing what we have discussed it. And all discounts we are trying to maintain it as what? Manual. All discounts has been assigned as what? Manual over here. Okay. So if you want to offer discount when you're trying to run a transaction, you can. Otherwise, you can ignore it as well. If you are trying to create an order, it is not mandatory to offer it. Now see, I'm just trying to offer some discount and calculate it, whether it has been offered properly or not. I'm just trying to take one quantity itself. If we get into item data, now there's our product selling price. I'm trying to maintain the selling price as 25,000 rupees over here. There's our selling price, what I have maintained. Now what? Now once you maintain it, I'm trying to offer certain amount as a discount. So K004 stands for material discount. On this material, I'm trying to offer 1,000 rupees as a discount amount. Now what is the total discount? Total discount is coming as 24,000, which is wrong. What we have done in pricing procedure, we have maintained certain setting wrong. Yeah, it's not going to be 20, it's going to be 30 to 59. Anything maintained between 30 to 59 is going to be copied as what? Our total discount. This is what we need to maintain it. Now check it. I'm just trying to refresh this particular order. Okay, 25,000 is what we maintain. If you offer certain amount as a discount, 1,000 rupees, now you can see. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, now you can see our total discount has been copied as 1,000 rupees. Now I'm just trying to add one more condition over here. So let's say K005. I'm trying to maintain K005. I'm just trying to offer certain amount as a discount, another 1,000 rupees. So your total discount has been calculated as 2,000. Okay, and you can see the net value is yes 23,000 rupees over here. So whatever calculation we have done seems to be working properly. Whatever calculations we have done, it seems to be working properly. There is no problem at all. Or if you try to add one more discount condition, K007, where K007 stands for customer discount. So how much amount you want to offer it as a discount, you can maintain it. It's in, we are trying to offer this discount based on what? Based on percentage. We're not trying to offer based on quantity, based on percentage. Let's say I'm trying to offer 1%. It's coming around 230 rupees over here. And that's the value. Okay, that's how it's going to be working. A simple concept. You just need to know how you're going to be using the condition types. Now, once you're done with your total discounts, now what is the next thing? We need to work out with our net value. We need to work with our net value. And for this net value, you can see we don't have any standard condition type available. We don't have any standard condition type available. I was trying to mention, if you don't have a standard condition type, then what we do, we try to take the help of a calculation type. If standard condition type is not available, we take the help of calculation type and we try to assign a routine for that, how it need to be calculated. Now you can see I mentioned that particular thing, how to use a calculation type. Assign alternative formula in the form of routines if we are not taking the help of a condition type. And we have taken an example of routine number 2, which has been assigned to net value. So we need to know how this particular routine is going to be working. So for net value, we have two methods. One, we can tell the system manually with the help of this from and to how this net value need to be calculated. Second one, in case if we don't want to use this from and to, we can just simply use the formula provided by SAP. And in SAP terms, we don't call it as formula, we call it as routines. So here I'm trying to assign a routine number 2 as a calculation type. So whenever you're not taking the help of condition type, make sure you assign a calculation type. And now, once you maintain it, save it, now test it. Create an order and test whether your net value is being calculated properly or not. So product quantity. So first, I'm just trying to maintain the selling price information. And now I'm trying to maintain some discount. 1,000 rupees are what I'm trying to maintain. And you can see net value seems to be calculated properly. There is no problem at all. So 24,000 has been copied as what? As our net value. Okay, 24,000 has been copied as our net value over here. This seems to be working properly. There is no problem at all. Okay, so you can use the formulas. You can use the formulas to calculate it. So net value is nothing but assign this routine for condition net value. For which condition type you are going to be assigning it. For net value, you need to assign it. Okay, so we're done with this calculation. How to use this particular routine. These are all standards. So if you want to create a customized routine, we can also do that. For that, you are going to be taking the help of your ABAP. We can't create it directly. Your ABAP need to write a code for that. These are all standards. So we are trying to use our standards and trying to work it out. And then comes the taxes. So as I mentioned, whenever you try to maintain a tax condition, the system is going to be giving us this pop-up message. What all settings need to be maintained for tax condition? We need to specify it. So when you're working with tax condition type, it need to be activated as what? As a required entry. Okay, always tax condition type need to be activated as required entry over here. That's the first thing. And requirement need to be maintained as 10. Now what is this requirement 10 over here? We are trying to maintain a dependent entry for the tax condition type. Plant is set. Now, what is this plant is set? So system is going to be performing a check in order whether plant information has been maintained or not. If plant information is missing, then taxes will be not calculated. If plant information is maintained, then taxes will be calculated. That is what you mean by this particular requirement. So this particular requirement or this particular routine in sales order, if we get into item data, shipping tab, we try to maintain plant information. That's what it will be doing. It will be checking whether plant information has been maintained or not. In case of plant information is missing, you can see shipping point has been not copied. And if we get into conditions tab, now where is the taxes? Taxes also has been not calculated. You can see we are getting this message. Mandatory condition MWST is missing. Mandatory condition MWST is missing. Taxes are not getting calculated over here. And if we get into schedule lines, you can see stock also will be not getting confirmed in case if you don't maintain plant information. In case if you don't maintain plant information. So as soon as you try to maintain plant information now, SAP1, shipping point will be determined. If we get into conditions tab, taxes will be calculated. And under schedule lines, stock will be getting confirmed. So it is mandatory that we need to maintain plant information in the order. So this is a routine which is going to be performing that particular check whether plant is maintained in the order or not. Okay. So you need to know why we are trying to assign that particular routine 10. So here I'm just trying to add routine 10. Plant is set. Okay, that's what we need to check it out. What this particular routine will be doing. This routine will perform a check in sales document at item level in shipping tab. Plant is maintained or not. If plant information is maintained, then taxes will be calculated. If plant information is missing, then taxes will be not calculated. Simple thing, please remember it. Simple thing, please remember it. That is what this routine functionality is all about. And this taxes need to be calculated on what? This need to be calculated on our net value. So we can easily take the help of this from and to columns for this. But we are not trying to take the help of this from and to. We're just trying to follow the standards provided by SAP. Now, what is the standards? If you're not taking the help of from and to, what we try to activate it? Condition based value. Okay, if you're not trying to take the help of this from and to calculate, we are going to be assigning an alternative formula by activating condition based value over here. And I've assigned this particular field by routine number 16, where we are trying to tell the system to calculate taxes on net value plus XWORKD, which is nothing but cash discount. Net value minus cash discount. That is the condition what has been maintained up over here. Just trying to update it and show you. Here you can see I've already mentioned it. If you're not taking the help of from and to columns, assign an alternative formula in the form of routines over here. Okay, that's what we have maintained it. And there's a thing. So KOMP is what we try to call it as a table over here. KOMP is what we are trying to call it as table name. There's nothing but we try to call it as a table name. NETWR is nothing but the field name. There's nothing but we try to call it as a. Now we are not going to be, now to create that one, we use VOFM T code to create a customized routine. Okay. So I'm going to be showing you, I'm just trying to explain you one requirement, and based on that, we can work it out. So here we have this particular one, NETWR is the field name, KOMP is the table name, and SKONT, this is nothing but we try to call it as cash discount. Now, where you are going to be offering this cash discount, this discount comes into the picture only at the time of payment. When customer do any kind of payment, what happens? Like if it's doing the payment on time, we offer certain amount as a cash discount. So this cash discount comes at the time of payment, not right now. Not right now. Okay. So we are trying to maintain or work with this particular thing. So we are telling the system to calculate taxes on what? Net value minus cash discount with the help of this particular routine over here. So that's the reason when you go for working out with your order. So there's the value, like we are trying to calculate 5%. Now from where this 5% got copied, this is maintained in our record. And this amount has been copied on what? On the net value. On this net value. Okay. Don't say that the taxes will be calculated on selling price or gross value. No, the taxes will be calculated on net value. So whatever amount you get it as a difference after offering certain amount as a discount, on that value, you're going to be calculating it. On that value, you're going to be calculating it. Okay, this is how it's going to be working. So that is the functionality of this particular routine 16, which we have assigned it. Which we have assigned it over here. Now, what is the next thing? Now, once you maintain it, then comes the total. Now, how this total need to be getting calculated? Now, you can see for total, we maintain this particular setting. So total, there are two ways of doing the calculation. One, with the help of this from and to columns over here. Second one, you can take the help of a calculation type. Because we don't have any standard condition type available, we can take the help of a calculation type. Now here we have a routine maintain where this nothing but net value plus taxes, routine number 4. So we have two methods of how this total need to be calculated. One, the manual one, net value plus taxes. We can tell the system it's going to be total, or if you don't want to use this from and to, you can leave it as blank and just try to assign a calculation type. I'm trying to assign a calculation type by routine number 4 over here. So maintain it, save it, test it, and see whether if you are using the standard routines, we are able to calculate total properly or not. I'm just trying to maintain the price 25. The total also has been copied up, including tax amount. Now let's try to offer certain amount as a discount. K004, I'm trying to offer 1000 rupees as a discount. Now if you maintain 1000 rupees as a discount, net value is coming as 24,000. On this 24,000, how much amount has been calculated? 5%. So which is coming as 1200, which is fine. Okay, and you can see the total 24 plus 1200, 25,200. 25,200. So it seems to be working properly. There is no problem at all. So instead of using formulas, instead of using this particular routine, I'm just trying to calculate this total manually. So from step number 70 to 89, I'm trying to maintain it as a total. Save it. Now test it. So if you get into item data, conditions tab, now see, I'm trying to maintain price once again. Now offer discount K004. So K004, we're offering 1,000 rupees as a discount, and you can see calculation is done properly. There is no problem at all. So it depends how you want to tell the system. It depends how you want to tell the system it need to be calculated. Okay. So this how your total is going to be calculated. So if you want to take the help of a routine, you can take it. Net value plus taxes. Assign this routine for condition total. For condition total over here. Okay. Now we have few more things which we need to work out over here. Next comes your VPRS and profit margin. This one I'm trying to take it up later. In tomorrow's class, I'm going to be dealing with it because these are two more important parameters. So I tried to explain it and going to be adding one more condition, which we call it as a freight condition. We complete our testing process and we start working out with our customized records. Like instead of maintaining the price manually in the order, we want that values need to be getting copied automatically. So how to maintain the records, how to copy it, everything we need to discuss it. So in tomorrow's class, we try to deal with that. Because too much of testing is going to be confusing for you. So I'm going to be sharing this one. Like Suchitra has dropped a message that last class video also has been not shared. That particular class and today's class video, I'm going to be doing it now. You can check it and we can work it out. Thank you guys.